This is Dear Shu Mishnah Berurah as we wrap up Simin Reish Mem Dalid. And we're holding on to the end of the Ramah in the end of Reish Mem Dalid, which would be at the end of Sivvav. Says the Ramah of Yisrael Hamamoina Halmatbeya Shel Melech, a complicated sugya that we began in the previous year. We have a yid that is Mamuna on the coin of the king. Dina is the same as the din of the Mamun ala Meches, a unique status that was given for someone that is going to lose Mamish's Gansa Parnasa and has unique kulas. V'afal pi shemashmiyim kol b'shabes v'akos matbeya. Says the Mishnah, says the Ramah, an interesting chiddush. When this guy is going to be banging his matbeya, everyone's going to hear. So if everyone's going to hear, how in the world can we say that it's Beseder? Everyone's going to know that there's a Yid that's working on Shabbos. Says Mishnah Berurah, even still, there are going to be leniencies. Again, I shouldn't just use that it's mutter. We'll see, there are going to be leniencies. Ayin the Kaman, Simon Reish and Beis. V'yizahir, concludes the Ramah. So again, what's the kula? The kula is that the yid is allowed to have a guy working for him at some level. But says the Ramah, be careful. The yid cannot be there while the guy is working. Or while the guy is collecting the taxes. So says the Mishnah Berurah on the bottom, Dina Kedin have the one in charge of the taxes. Valkain, so what's the kula? He's allowed to give the money to the guy. Again, this is the case where he's going to be minting coins with kibayles that you pay him for the whole job. You make 100 coins, you get 100 das. Or the yid can give him the revach from that which is made on the Shabbos. Mishab Seida. And the heter over here explains Mishmura once again is Seida. The Shartzion points out, Apella. Everyone knows that it's the Yids. But for the Pseida, we're being Makel. And as we mentioned the previous year, we brought up the Shevet Alevi. It's a heter Misham Seida. It's not necessarily a heter to make just extra cash. This is his job. Shalai b'makam say the kingayin b'shachash and I said keslein Yehudi v'alzein mutar afilu b'kablanos tam mutar b'chlal elim kinoi say Yehudi b'basic they say Yishem Yisrael nikra love chemuchach, meaning you have to get rid of the stigma that everyone knows that this is a Jewish business. Continues the Mishnah Berurah of Katalam Mezayin Shal Yishav Yisrael Sheischer Loi Oishluchai that he hired him Oishliach because of Atas. Why is it also for the to sit next to the guy? So that he should know what is the business that the guy is doing. And to get from him the cheshbon al zelamach to that also why we should meet soy chetzicha chlamon simshin vav siv halif. A new halacha about answering your business pursuits on Shabbos. If you're not sitting there just so that the guy doesn't steal, you're just sitting there so he knows that you know what's going on, then it's going to be mutter. They accept the mill from the government. The yid is there on Shabbos. You can't talk about the business side. So unique chiddush says the Taz that the heter of the Isser here for the Jew to sit there is purely you're going to start talking and handling business. But if you're just there in order to be on top of the situation, so the guy doesn't think he can walk away with all your money, that would be allowed. So we're going to learn one short Dir Shu, and we're going to call a short shear, and we'll start the next siman in its own shear. Says the Dir Shu number 32 regarding a yid that gives his grain to a guy during the day, and they create katzelis charay, kaslik aman shamutar shiyitzchain anachri avura b'Shabbos, that the guy is allowed to grind for him on Shabbos b'tanai. Shalayamoy the Yisrael, that's like bisman atchina, the yid cannot be there. Shabayf is nira hanachri kishluchay. Why? Because in that scenario, it looks like he is his shliach. finally, what's Mimsei Chavscha? What about B'makim Sida? Are you allowed to talk about business? You're allowed to be over Mimsei Chavscha for a hefsid? We're going to learn in the name of the Bach, Anas. And he tells him on Shabbos that the guy is leaving and the guy might never come back. Then, cause you're going to lose, you're allowed to go on Shabbos to the Sar in order to stop him, even though, you're talking about business. There was no Gzeira, Mimsei Chavscha, and this is the Rabbanon. So it's going to be a unique Kula again. We'll pick it up with Simin Reish Mem Hey in the next year, B'siyata Dishmaya.